Okay. Padres Twins. World Series. Unexpected, but is what it is. It's official. Fuck him. And with that, I can do that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this game like royally fucked me last night and I just wasn't having it. That's some fuck shit. Oh god.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some
players
from both sides about what it means for them to be playing in the World Series. Heidi?
Leading off for the Twins,
the first pitch.
The third baseman, number 24, Josh
For just
Donaldson.
The third time in franchise history, the Padres have made it to the Fall Classic. They've got a shot at bringing home San Diego's first World Series title.
The top two offenses in baseball. But I was number 1 in pitching. They were 18th, I believe. This will be an interesting mix.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Cave.
Fouled off. Cave, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Shit.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go in the high
pitcher,
rounds,
number
and you carve
18.
out a
It's
career the way
daytime.
this
It's
guy
got
has.
sun
Nice
fucking
ball.
beating down.
At the plate now, Kenta Maeda. Now a bunt attempt here. To second for one. Relay throw.
Alright, well, we got the lead already.
As he's well safe at first.
That was what a fucking
The bat,
play just to get
number
a 1
11.
there, though.
Shortstop,
First
So
pitch
take
Jorge
is on its way.
Polanco.
Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second.
I'm not getting my pitches to go where I want them to right now.
Now batting, right fielder,
That's
Matt.
what we refer to
What is some business there on the base path. It's not
He's
good.
lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Traffic.
He's set. The 0-1. And he
Nice.
struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that set now for the bottom of the 5th. And next to bat
Leading
will
up
be the
for the
outfielder,
Padres,
Aristides Aquino.
the right fielder,
First pitch of
number
the at-bat.
44.
Kenta Maeda,
If you've been paying attention,
former
the guy on the
division rival.
mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Swung on and hit pretty well.
Get out,
to
ball.
Deep left field.
Aquino. 1-0 in the World Series or something.
Solo shot here to the left. His first homer here in the series. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Okay. We're on the board. In game 1.
You were wondering who was going to strike first with the long ball. What a moment for him right there. Home run.
This is going to be an offensive filled series. Expected to be at least. So we're on the board.
Now batting,
Ryan
the
Dozier
second
at the plate.
baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Oh, that's a strike, but I'll take it.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in
Thanks
the
for the
ball
help,
game
sir.
for the Padres. That evens it up 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Dozier.
2-1.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Dozier's been a sleeper for me this year. Really solid.
On the ground to the left side.
Shift.
Scooped up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Speaking of guys that were just absolutely solid in the regular season.
Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda. He's got a 3-for-7 line.
Ooh, I saw hanging curve. My eyes lit up. Came inside though.
Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Same with that one. I hate those low curveballs that seem like they're going to hang in the zone, but then they still have that late break.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Let him swing the bat here.
Jamison Tyone.
Ooh.
Popped up. Arias trying to get there.
Damn, he almost actually beat that out. It was wild.
Now at the plate, Luis Arias.
leading off for the Twins, the second baseman, Luis
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed.
Oh shit! Come on, gotta get there, Tyone. See, that's what I mean, dude. These balls, when I hit them, they hit off the pitcher every single time, and they just roll like an inch away. They pick it up and they throw my guy out by like 30 feet. When that's me on the mound, if it even hits me, if I'm lucky enough for me to knock it down, this is the shit that happens. It rolls away from him big time against his body. He's got his back to it, so he's got to turn around, and he takes a sweet ass time at that. And then they end up beating it out. That's what I mean by this game likes to fuck me.
Here's Miguel Sano.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sano takes me deep now because of that bullshit.
0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
So that's my luck.
No,
that's not a ball.
Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting,
that's
left fielder,
impressive right there. The
Eddie
pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do?
Far from
He
the
comes
woods
back
though,
with
this
a better
Twins
pitch. And hits the punch
That's
out.
not a strike.
Looked inside, but that's ruled a strike.
This is a shot strike zone to them.
Ball 1.
One ball, one strike.
At first with 1 out. Line to the right side. In there with base hit. And that runner will go no further than second.
A lot of traffic again there, Tyone.
Up next for the
Hey
Twins,
guys, I like the execution
the catcher,
by the batter there. He
Nick
got a hanger in the middle of
Garver.
the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike now. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1 and 2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Damn. There we go.
Becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Ready for another
the
chance.
third baseman,
Josh
number
Donaldson.
24,
As he'll look to bring
Josh
home that tying run from second with a base hit
Not my
into the
best
outfield.
pitch.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. A ball and 2 strikes.
One ball,
now.
2 strikes.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate,
balls,
nasty
strike.
downward tilt on that pitch.
Count even at 2 and 2.
The Empire just said 3 and 2 for a
Here's the
second.
2
Like,
and
no, it's
2.
not. Oh my
High in the
god.
air down the right field
I just had
line.
non-flashbacks with that high hanging curveball
And
there.
foul. Set the 2-2.
Let's go.
Strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning.
Nice.
Stepping into the box, Trent Grisham.
Leading off
Lead
for
things
the
off
Padres,
against Kenta Maeda.
the center fielder,
Here comes the
Trent
first pitch.
Russia.
Pulled toward right center field.
Ah, he's there.
Kepler's on the
Oh,
move.
yeah, he's there. Oh, no, he's not. Ah, if that didn't hop over the wall, that's a triple. Damn.
Now
Take a leadoff double, though.
The shortstop, Fernando.
Now the best part of the lineup, 2, 3, 4.
Junior.
Get some insurance here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0
That's
is
a
taken
ball.
for ball 2.
2 balls,
Shit.
no strike.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Padres. Hit down the third baseline,
Oh.
but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now.
Maeda doesn't have, like, really hard stuff. Like, his fastball hits the 90s, but it's not, like, upper 90s.
Hard on the
Let me
ground
sit
towards
back
short.
on that.
He's got it. Throw on to first,
Hey, now.
and one shortstop grounds out to
Belt
the
high
other,
fastball.
one away.
Let's ground out.
Now back.
Without even moving
Left
around.
fielder.
It's a very
Gomez.
unproductive out.
To this point. First
Fair.
pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right
Okay,
center.
we get a
Kepler's
leadoff
there
double,
for it,
and I get
and he brings it in
2 of
for
my
the
3
second
best
out of the
hitters up.
inning.
And they can't even do so much as move them over.
Into the box now.
The third baseman, number 13.
Was a flyout for him
Manny.
in his last trip.
Machado.
This one-run game, the pitch. In the air to
There
right
we go,
center.
Machado.
And
Little
that's gonna
blooper, get him in.
fall
Good
for a
speed
base hit.
direction.
Tack on
Good base
another
running.
here as the runner scores
Good
from
piece of
second.
hitting. 2-0 lead.
Now batting,
Mr.
The first
Overrated.
Eric
First
Hosmer.
baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Line to the right side. But a foul ball.
I like, that's one thing I actually hate, is the fact that Hosmer's gonna have 2 rings if I win this.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. On to the 7th here in game 1. The Padres lead it 2-0. So here's Jake Cave to the plate. And guys, 7th inning
off for
already.
Minnesota.
Hey, I'm not complaining,
The center
but this
fielder,
one's been flying
Jake
by.
I don't know if I want to bring in Pagan at all with this team. His low home run per 9.
Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all,
Those two.
and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Hopefully Tyone can
Wind
do
up
this
and
inning.
the 0-1. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. And he struck him out.
Good fastball still
There's
going.
strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's been in total control. out
Your
there
attention,
tonight.
please.
Gets the leadoff guy
Pinch
with a
hitting for the
strikeout
Twins.
there, and it just seems like
Number
we've seen so
23,
many off-balance
Nelson.
swings
Ooh,
and weakly
that's
hit
not a
balls.
strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
It's a good pitch, but it's not in the zone.
Swinging
0-2.
strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while
Tyone
longer.
dealing in the
Throw to
7th
first
now.
will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2
Up
gone
next
now.
to the Twins, the
He's in
shortstop,
the yellow, though, so he's going to
Jorge
get this out here.
It is.
Polanco.
And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A strike to even the count. 1-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Let's go. 7 shutout for
And he
Tyone.
makes the catch for
Ladies
out-
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
You get traded for right before the trade deadline. You played all season in the minors, and all of a sudden you're starting game 1 of the World Series with 7 shutout against Steve. Speaking of not having hard stuff, Sergio Romo certainly does not have hard stuff.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Damn.
This one's down to third.
Oh, you can beat that out.
Effort as it's off his glove.
Nice, good shit.
The batter.
I just realized Brian Dozier's playing against his former team.
Second baseman.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there.
That's not how you usually draw.
Oh,
But that's a line drive.
wow, dude. A changeup that is right in the absolute middle of the plate.
Francisco.
Just early on, that's all he could have done.
Damn.
Damn.
Catcher Francisco Mejia. He's set. Here it comes. Smoke on the ground.
And there's an inning-ending double play, because that's my middle name.
Relay to first in time, and just like
My middle
that,
name
the
is
side
literally
is
just
retired.
inning-ending double
That's
play.
Kepler, the next to grab a bat. Fourth
Leading
trip
off
to
for the
plate
Twins.
now, and
For
he's
the
the right
eighth, for
fielder.
the eighth, warm up
Matt
Shannon for the ninth.
Kepler. Your attention, please. Now pitching. for
Wow,
the
Kirby Yates. This is why you got moved out of the closer role.
just gonna sit
Kirby.
back
Because you
and
suck.
watch that one
Like,
fly.
you're not supposed to do that.
No doubt, home run. At the plate,
Oh
Luis
my God.
The batter number 2.
swings and hits it foul
Second
off
baseman.
to the right and out of
Luis
play. He's got a hit
Araya.
3 at-bats to this point. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And struck out again. That's the third time.
Like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so glad I'm never trading for Kirby Yates again in any other run.
Miguel.
So now that I'm using his actual team, this is the last time I have to use him. Like that I'll have him on my team. I figured maybe he would be a little bit productive. You know, still. Oh, that's not a strike. You got lucky.
Well, against the modern day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys
Clearly,
throw
it's just not working for Kirby
all
Yates.
arm angles.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 20.
First pitch
Eddie.
is the at-bat. Eddie
Terrible
Rosario
pitch.
is in with 2
It's
away
not
now.
as high as I
Results in
wanted
a
it to
called
be.
strike 1.
And then that's way too close to the heart of the plate as opposed to wanted it down and in.
Right there, he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul.
Kirby Yates is like the reverse. I always use 07 Red Sox trading for Eric Gagne, for an example. You trade for a closer and he turns out to be shit. Kirby
Your attention,
Yates,
please.
I mean, not
Now
that we would need
pitching
one.
for
Kirby Yates is being like the exact
Number
opposite of that.
pinch hitting for the
We traded for a
Padres.
closer to get rid of a piece of
Number
shit.
4.
Will
Will Meyer.
Big swing, but he just gets a
One of
piece
the
of it.
closer.
Strike 1. Hit out towards second.
Fucking sinkers, dude. Sinkers are the bane of my
And
existence.
that's out
You're
number 1.
The center
The
fielder,
lineup
number
flips over
2.
and digging in.
Trent
Grisham. He's working
I'm
on
just trying to get Machado up, but I
thus
would need
far.
to get at least 2
Hit
hits
back up the middle. Diving effort, but
without
that
grounding
just
into a
tip
double
off
play.
his glove, and
Because again,
that's
my
a
middle
base
name is what
Nice
Fernando
effort
Tatis
by
Jr.
the
is about to do, and
shortstop.
that's
Now batting.
Kept it in
inning
front.
ending
shortstop.
double play.
That's all he can do.
Fernando
You know, if you're in a
Tatis
spot like that, that's
Jr.
That's a tough play. Just to knock
Yep.
that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at
So
it,
that's my.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Takes just 4 pitches.
See, I know myself, and I know this game's bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres.
I definitely know this game is bullshit.
James Green.
Strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mitch Garver.
The third baseman,
retired
number
to kick off
24.
tonight.
John
Taken, and that one catches
Donaldson.
the bottom part of the strike zone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
The 1-2. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, the
So
center
striding
fielder,
in, Jake
Jake
He struck
Hayes.
out swinging in his last trip to the
1-0.
1-0 the count.
Yeah.
In
Ooh,
for
that was a
strike,
lot of
it's 1-1.
cut. That looked like a
1-1.
slider, pretty much.
Good pitch as this is swung on
1
and
ball,
missed,
2
and now
strikes.
they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Wow, what a cutter.
Swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up with 9.
Padres take game 1. Nice.
First one has been drawn in this
And
World
down 3 to
Series.
go.
And guys, what have we learned?
well, in terms of what shape this series is going to take,
that really rides on the Game 2 result. If they can do it again tomorrow and go up 2-0, they'll become heavy favorites to raise the trophy. But we could also be heading into Game 3 with the venue even at 1 apiece. So we'll know a lot more after Game 2.
Okay, we're up 1-0. Tied 2-2 in the top of the 6th of Game 2. Paddock's given up 4 hits, 1 earned run, so we lost a run due to an error. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. So pretty solid outing for Chris Paddock there.
So the Padres talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this upcoming Game 2?
Matt, there's no doubt they're riding high after coming out on top in Game
1. All right.
But that doesn't have these players or coaches feeling more at ease about this game or the rest of the series. Sure, it's nice to get the first of 4 wins out of the way, but many players told me
leading
they
up
have
for
to
this
bring
win,
the same level of focus.
the first baseman.
Ooh, Paddock, not a good pitch at all. Not a good pitch at all.
Too, especially since their opponent is going to be even hungrier for a win here tonight.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I just realized we've yet to lose a postseason game, I believe. But
now here it comes.
They've all been pretty close for the most part.
This one off.
I think we've had like only 1 blowout win.
That's ball 2.
And that was
ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Game 3 against the Dodgers. I think we blew open.
Great job by the leadoff hitter.
Full count.
He knows that this
3-2.
pitcher
Paddock, what are you
doing?
doing?
Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Nice.
And he rings up another
You
one.
got my pitch count up there, though.
For him
Not
in the game.
good.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure.
Who do I have up in the bullpen? My guess is. Okay. Okay with that, actually. No, actually, I'm not. I want Strom to sit down and Stammen to warm up. Pomeranz can stay up just in case.
Takes a pass and
The
misses.
count
That's
is 1
strike
and
2.
2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit.
Oh, that's
Ooh, got him to flinch at it.
Located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
And it's fouled away.
Evo's still up there. I swear it feels like I have like the world's smallest sliver in my left index finger, and I cannot see it anywhere or figure out. It's been like that for a couple of days. Not like constant, but like occasional.
Full count.
God, 2 straight 3 count pitches, or 3-2 pitch counts.
Him work quite a bit
2 straight at bats with full counts.
All in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
He's out.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first.
Now batting,
There are 2 away
the
now.
catcher, Mitch Garver.
It's probably your last batter regardless of result, so let's make it count here.
The bottom of the zone. That swung on and missed.
The count,
Even
1 and
at
1.
1 and 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
2
And
balls,
now a
1
curveball
strike.
that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2 and 1. Fouled off. Great change up there in the
Nice,
dirt
Chris
for the
Paddock
third
striking out
strike.
the side in order in the
Good
6th. It
deal.
might have took him a
He's
couple of
Throw to
pitches,
first ends the
but he did it. 100 pitches even in the 6th. That'll probably end his
bottom
day.
of the 6th inning now.
Leading up
And that'll
for the
get-
Who's got the error? I swear if it's Will Myers. Oh, it's Paddock. Wow. Oh, so it's probably a throw to
the
Myers.
third baseman, Manny
Rich Hill, also a
Machado.
former division rival.
Out, looked at for ball 1. Oh, now, and this is
Can't hang a curveball like that to Machado. 3-2 lead.
Over the wall, a home run.
I'm surprised I didn't no doubt that. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but I'll take it.
Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Grounds it sharply to third.
Hill's got big, slow breaking stuff.
Pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter, number 9,
Plate,
second baseman,
he was
Ryan
retired via the ground ball last time up.
Dozier.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Who do I have that hitting after Dozier? Myers.
The first baseman, number 4,
Will Myers.
Will Myers.
Will Myers is crushing it in the
Ready with the
postseason.
first pitch. Here it comes.
Like he's just getting hits.
A bit too far after that one. It's strike one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
A ball and a strike from the Padres first baseman. Two balls and a strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Ball. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. There's ball 4.
Pitch is down.
Take a 2-out walk. For Steve Zecchino, who is making his case for World Series MVP early on, it seems.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and this ball
okay.
Steve
Zecchino might just be World Series MVP. Third home run in 2 World Series games. It's like when he first got called up in Cincinnati last year.
So a 2-run shot to left center. His second home run of the game.
I didn't think that was going to get out. I thought that was a little too high.
A 5-2 ball game.
I didn't think I was
Another excellent swing
on
right
that
there.
ball.
That's multiple home.
Now batting, catcher,
Oh. No, I'm good.
Francisco Mejia.
Francisco Mejia.
Damn, I was hoping he could get a hit. Pinch hit for Paddock. Call it a day.
All set for the start of the inning.
Leading off for the
Twins,
Twins, the third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
Good sinker.
Your attention, please.
Right where you want that.
Now
In the zone for a strike. If he swings at it, it's on the ground.
Number 34,
Good slider, too.
Fred Damon.
Wow, I just outclassed him on 3 straight pitches.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare
The
down
batter,
a really good hitter.
the center
Instead
fielder,
of working around the
Jake
zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
No, that's
This
low.
is downstairs for a
I'm
ball.
taking an allergy
1-1.
pill.
Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 1 for 4.
I also need the sun to get off.
One ball.
I could just close my skylight, but I don't want to fuck up the lighting in here. It's all weird when I close them.
Line to the right
Go
side.
foul.
But
Nice.
foul. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His
Ladies and
3rd
gentlemen,
punch out of
your
the game.
attention, please.
Nelson Cruz
Pinch
will
hitting
grab
for
that hit
Minnesota.
for the pitcher here.
Number 23,
And a ball 1-0.
Nelson
Close one.
Cruz.
Ball 2.
Pitch taken several inches
2-0.
below the zone, in fact.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right?
Inside
Takes
ball.
2
Okay,
really good
let's,
pitches, both just missing
have
the
a
strike
4-pitch
zone,
walk, shall we?
Puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
That could
I
have
got
been
3-1.
easily
3
called
balls
a
and
ball.
one
Breaking ball there for a
With the
strike.
strike zone.
Ball strike, and that'll run it full.
Okay,
We
good
got
bounce
3
back.
and 2.
Swing
Nice.
and a chopper to third. Throw to
Nice
first.
scoreless
Plenty
inning,
of
Craig
time,
Stammen.
and the side is retired.
Your
Cody
attention,
Station
please.
gets the call
Now
from the
pitching
pen
for
to
the
take over
Twins.
on the mound and start the
Pinch
home
hitting.
7.
Eric
Hosmer is up off the bench.
Overrated.
Has to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right.
Too bad he's not the total package like this game advertises. Otherwise, he'd beat this out. No, he got lucky the throw was offline.
Didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of
Take
the
it.
inning. And he
The
just
center
whistled
fielder,
that ball
number
down the
2.
line. On the first pitch he saw, it stayed fair and safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
To the plate now, Trent Grisham. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on.
Nice infield single, Grish.
Really much of a chance to
I like Trent
recover
Grisham. He
there
grew on me a lot.
Now
I'm glad I
batting,
stuck with him.
shortstop, Fernando Tatis
Digging in now for San
Jr.
Diego. Fernando Tatis Jr. And their runners at the corners now.
Terrible jump. Both take the stolen base. Free tacos.
Throw bounces on the way down.
Really forcing the issue with that field second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position.
Come on,
And
Fernando.
there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
1 ball, 1
That
strike.
change up.
Great pitch there, caught in reach, and it's 1-1.
Nope, that's
The
down.
target, but this is low, 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. Swing,
Tatis,
there it
3-run
goes.
shot
To left. No
into the
chance
top,
at
into the
bringing
building.
This one back. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building.
Blow it open. 6-run lead.
Three-run blast, straightaway left. His first homer so far.
Tatis goes yard on the national stage.
6-run ball game.
That's this offense for you.
We've seen 4 round trippers from these guys.
my first
so
no-doubter
far.
with Tatis, I
Dan
believe.
Vero, what do you make of all this?
I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I
Your
think
attention,
hitters
please.
Right now, they must be
Now
seeing
pitching
beach
for
balls
the
up
Twins.
there right now, but 4
Number
bombs
52.
already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to
Littell.
bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Zach Littell comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now
Okay,
batting,
I want to.
the left fielder,
So,
Tommy.
Have I used Perdomo? I don't think I've used him.
no
Fair.
hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
I'm going to set him down, actually. I'm going to warm up Garrett Richards for 2 innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Jeez, blow up my phone, why don't you?
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
At the plate, Brian Dozier. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
What the hell was that?
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled away.
Nope.
Plays off the slider, and it's 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field.
Oh, it is.
And
Dozier.
it's gone as they add
3rd home run of the
another.
inning. I believe, right? No. Not the 3rd. 2nd.
Solo shot here from
We'll take
Brian
it.
Dozier. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7th
Myers
The
is rock
first
close in
baseman,
this one.
number 4, Will
So here's Will Myers.
Myers.
See, that's what I mean. If that's me on the mound, that is right under his glove, right up the middle, and right through as 2 defenders can't even come
So
close to
4
it.
runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Padres 9 and the Twins 2.
This is such an interesting one for me,
Ladies and
Garrett
gentlemen,
Richards.
your
Summoned
attention,
from
please.
the bullpen as he'll do so to start
Now,
the
Because he
game.
did not really have that good of a year.
Number 43,
Early on,
Garrett
he started off as
Richards.
not good, and then I get a no-hitter opportunity with him, and I get the no-hitter. So Garrett Richards gets a no-hitter, 3+ signs in the player boost. I'm expecting him to have a decent time after that,
Here it comes on
but
1-1.
he didn't, and he continued to suck. And then I get another no-hitter opportunity against the Phillies, and I take it into the 9th with 2 outs, where Gene Segura gets a little dinky base hit.
Really good curveball right there. Move on to
So
the
I
next
get the
pitch.
shutout.
Keep that in the back of your mind.
So
Strikeout here.
he already had
And
3+
it
signs, but he got 1 more, so he had a
ball game
4th
to
one
forget thus far.
because he
4
got
strikeouts.
you know, one hitter with 2 outs in the ninth and makes a one-hit shutout of the Phillies. And then we still continue to suck. And then I get a perfect game opportunity with him, which nothing happened today. He didn't even get the shutout. But I forgot how deep I took. I think I took it into the 7th or 8th. So it's just weird that really, like, either my worst or my second worst starting pitcher all year had 3 chances at history. Like, if he threw 2 no-hitters in a perfect game in one season, that's like you don't like, you literally do not see that. You know, you see a handful of no-hitters a year, if that. And then if you're lucky, like, perfect games, I think there's only been 26, somewhere in that neighborhood for perfect games. You know, rarely do you see someone throwing more than 1 no-hitter in their career. You know, you just, let alone a perfect game. And, you know,
What makes it so effective? I think, Matt, what makes it such a
and this guy almost did it. Oh, there's a cloud. Nice. Now it's even weirder for lighting, but I kind of like it.
But it's really hard.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2.
Your attention, please.
Now in a mock.
Now pitching for the win. Number 37.
Aquino's got 2 two-run shots here in this World Series game. He's got 3 home runs.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking
oh
for
my
a breaking
God.
ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Rosario.
If I hit that ball out, I'm screaming, because, you know, you look at guys that have, you don't see 3 homer games in the World Series. It's what? Bonds, Cruz, Pujols, Sandoval.
That's the exact spot to
Who
lean
did?
on as a reliever. As a hitter,
it's a very
you just
short
have
list.
to tip your cap and look for the next one.
High and deep to
Oh,
right.
okay, Francisco Mejia. Get out, ball.
And it's gone.
Join in the fun.
Still another.
This was what I said. You know, we got the top 2 offenses, so it's gonna be offensive filled. But I've got the number 1 pitching, so I've got the pitching to contend with the second best offense. Their pitching was 18th. They don't have the pitching to keep them in this. Garrett Richards is getting an at bat.
Now batting.
So I don't want to bring in someone else for the 9th.
Garrett.
With this large of a lead, why waste a pitcher?
He's on the ground to second. Knee high, he barehands it. He's out.
It's weird too, because like I don't dislike Garrett Richards' stuff. I think he's got decent stuff.
Got hit in 3 at bats to this point.
He just didn't pitch good.
Right center field.
That should have been gone.
And he will get there to make the running play. And digging in now, Eddie Rosario. He's the one to
leading
start
off
off
with
the
a twin.
9th inning with his guys.
He's got a decent slider. Well, good break. It's 91 miles an hour. It's like, with good break, that's a really good pitch. His fastball velo's upper 90s. And then he can throw a curveball in there to slow it down.
One ball, 2 strikes.
He has good control on it, but still.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch on
Clearly can't finish this at bat. About to give Rosario a free pass in a second.
3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the
pitches are we in
outcome.
here?
You go
7?
back to
Okay.
the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you, making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And
Like, that's what I mean, though. Garrett Richards just kind of sucked. 9 or 8 pitch at bat, and he just couldn't put him away. He had him, I think, 0-2.
Number 8.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Eddie Rosario is a really good hitter, but still. I like his stretch. His stretch is pretty solid.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written the K next to his name in this one.
The third baseman, number 24. Josh Donaldson.
And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes,
his 2-seamer stays at the same velo as his 4-seamer, so that's good for his 2-seamer because it's got good movement for that velocity.
So we'll do it again.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance
now
that leadoff single in the
center
scoring
fielder.
position.
0-1's the count.
Really no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking
That's not a strike.
After giving up that
I pretty much didn't really threaten the zone at all at any point, too, of going in the heart of the zone.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing
There it is.
and a miss. He struck him out.
2-0 lead for the Padres in the World Series.
Yeah, another impressive win puts them up 2-0 as this ball classic will shift to a new venue now. They will certainly enjoy their day of rest before they have to gear it up again.
And now what can we say for the Twins?
Man, they're facing some long odds, having to win 4 of 5 now, Matty V. But if they could just grind out a win in Game 3, the math would start to look a little bit better. I look for them to gather themselves and to come out swinging in the next couple of days.
Dawal Lugo. Did Dawal Lugo play for the Red Sox at one point? That name sounds familiar beyond just playing with the Tigers. Huh, I just saw a meme. I don't know what it's from, but it's a picture of that kid holding like a piece of paper. He says, "Whoa, this is worthless." And on the piece of paper it says, "Perfect, perfect ground ball." Whoa, this is worthless. Okay, we're up 1-0 in Game 3 of the World Series. Up 2-0. I just realized their pitching rotation isn't as bad as I thought. It's not like, I mean, on paper. Clearly they didn't have that good of a year if they were ranked 18th overall in pitching. But Kenta Maeda, Rich Hill, it's like the back end of the Dodgers rotation when they're, you know, they keep winning the West. Kenta Maeda, Rich Hill, Jose Barrios. Like, that's solid 3 guys to have. Like, I think Barrios is the guy that should be their ace over Maeda or Hill, but
leading off for San Diego.
And I don't know who the other 2 are. I want to look at that.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
I believe, I can't think of his name, but they have someone with good potential who's also young besides Barrios. I cannot think of his name, though.
Now batting.
I know once I see it, I'll know.
Fernando
Jake Odorizzi, that's who it was. And then Pineda! Yeah, that's not a bad rotation. Their bullpen needs a little work. Clippard, Romo, and Whistler are all kind of shit. Zach Littell's alright. Cody Stachak's alright. Their back end is fine. Trevor May, Taylor Rogers, Tyler Duffy should not be their closer, but Trevor May, Taylor Rogers, Tyler Duffy are 3 solid pieces to have. So, yeah. Whatever, though.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr.
Good base hit by Grisham, by the way. Happy with that.
Too low, it's ball 1. It was a backwards strikeout looking for him in his last at bat.
Ball,
this
that's
is a
too
fastball
low.
that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Grisham gets his lead at first, nobody out. Padres shortstop ahead with the 3-ball.
Oh, please walk him.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Ball
And
four.
he misses
Take your
there
base.
for
Nice.
ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with
First and second,
nobody
nobody out. This has been a pitcher's
Now
duel,
batting.
which is
Second
not what
now
you expect to see in this
nobody out.
series.
And up
I'll get
next,
back.
it'll be the outfielder, Tom Pham. And he just
Yeah,
managed
good
to
speed
get his
on
hand
both
in.
bags. And Pham's got a decent speed rating too. I think it's 74.
First offering on its way.
No.
Can't
That's a
find the
strike,
zone there
but
as
I'll
he
take
lays
it.
off the breaking ball.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes
Damn
through
it.
right about now.
Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third.
Nice. Double sack. Nice. They both moved up. That's beautiful. Get rid of the double play. Get a chance at a sack fly now. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk Machado out of their pansies. I gotta take this Allegra before I forget. It's starting to get later in the day.
In the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk.
Now batting,
and the force
the
play
first
is now in
baseman.
order.
That's
Eric
what's called getting the treatment.
Hosmer.
Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about
I can guarantee you I know what Hosmer's going to do here.
here.
Because he's so overrated.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And it's
No,
a
he's
sac
safe.
fly and an
I'll be damned, he
RBI.
scored a run.
It's now a
And an
2-0
RBI.
game.
I'll take that.
The batter, number 44.
Striding into the box, Aristides Aquino. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Big 2-0 lead.
Throw over to first.
It's just funny, I was able to score on just one infield single. Got a walk, an intentional walk, a fly out, sack fly out.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. The runner scores.
Good
from
job
second.
taking the extra base, Manny. Where's that hustle you need to
This
show
guy's
instead of
having
being
a
lazy?
big series in the postseason. It looks like
The batter, number 9.
the moment isn't
Second
too
base.
big
Dozier with a
for him.
solo
He's
shot back in
Ryan.
Minnesota. Nice. That was our
Yeah,
only run to this point before this inning.
Monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets
Aquino's been killing it this series too. I think he's going to be World Series MVP, and Dozier's going to be
Well,
second
you know,
at
in
this rate.
today's game, D-Row, pitches are being
He
caught
touched
high
these apart
velocity.
from
Up
third.
next
Get
for the
ahead,
Padres.
strike one. Boy, that
The
didn't work
catcher,
in that situation.
Francisco
guys have such put-away pitches,
Mejia.
man. You don't want
Your
to go
attention,
super
please.
deep in the count. Find
Now
yourself
pitching
with
for
2
the
strikes,
Twins.
and here comes a nasty
Number
stop.
36.
Oh, if that got in the gap, I'd say,
Tyler.
damn, we might score 2 on that. That's fine, though. Dinelson Lamet has
Leading
been
up for the Twins,
insanely good
the third baseman,
in this
That's in
postseason.
there. Strike one.
I have
Donaldson.
not wanted him starting my third game at all at any point this year.
Was selected in the
I wanted
first
Joey
round
Lucchese.
back in the draft.
Lucchese. I've been calling him Lucchese. I swear that's
Yeah,
what they
Matty,
called
they
him last year.
certainly got it right when they drafted
But
this
Joey
guy.
Lucchese,
He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids
was
are buying his jersey.
through and through my third best
Looking to
starter
punch him out again. Pitch.
all year.
And he struck him out.
Dinelson Lamet was
And there's
always the
strikeout
4
number
guy.
11 in the ballgame.
More by
Now
default because
batting,
the 5 guy
center
was always
fielder.
Tell
terrible.
by their approach,
Jake.
they're gonna go up
Either
there
Zach
and try to
Davis
get this
or,
guy, but he's taking full advantage
Garrett
of that.
Richards.
He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now
But for whatever reason, this game wanted Lamet starting game 3,
The batter, number
even after I
11.
changed my
Shortstop.
rotation.
Jorge
And it's fouled away.
Polanco.
So,
It's going to be back to
but it
some
has been
serious
working out
teamwork if he can't put that
for the
pitch
most
in
part.
play
0-2.
right in his wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch.
Bad
Wanted to
slider.
stay back
Damn
a
it,
little
dude.
bit too long.
getting balls just hit out of the infield for base hits. I hate that. Because this is me, both of those would have been, you know, diving plays for beautiful outs.
Goes out the window with this batter right here.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt
He has great bat to ball
Kepler.
skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball.
Come on, dude.
2-0.
2-0 now. From the belt. Kicks and
Clearly you were pitching great before this. They had one hit. I came in and fucked it up.
Ball.
3.
Can't find the zone for shit, and when I do, this
how
happens.
aggressive
Oh,
he
no, I
is
just
on
didn't find the zone. Cool.
three-ball count.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to
Let's rise the speed.
load the bases.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, P-Roy.
Ball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ryan.
That was a pretty good fastball. After he walked
Ooh,
the
that's
hitter
not a strike,
previous,
but thank you,
he was
sir.
a little angry on that heater.
Ball,
Down and
no.
away, it's a ball and 2
Middle of the waist
strikes.
pitch.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation.
Got him.
Well,
He's
that
out.
was made, and that retires the
For once, I didn't ground into the inning double play. I got it.
Jurickson Profar in past
Leading off for
history
the
against
Padres,
Tyler
the
Clippard. He's 0
designated
for
hitter.
4.
Jurickson, Profar.
I love when you have a lineup so good that your DH is just a bench guy who didn't make the starting lineup.
He was signed as a free agent in the middle
you
of
bat him
last
nice.
season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts. Right
Okay,
now.
Profar.
He's on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that
Nice.
multi-year he's been looking for come off.
I'm gonna hold it a
And
second.
he is into second as he
Whenever they
kicks
do that
off the
animation
seventh
when they're
with
throwing it
a
in,
leadoff
it's
double.
a little bit easier to take the extra base
Now
and make it a
batting,
triple. But
the center
Managers
Not with
these
Pro
days
first,
like
right?
to think of that 9-hole hitter
Grisham.
as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role
like
pretty
if I did that
well
with
right
Grisham,
here.
he's
Hits the
absolutely
leadoff
going
double,
3.
and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air.
Get back,
out to
get
center
back, get
field.
back. Fuck. No, I'm not gonna go for third anyways.
Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags
Sorry,
from
bad
second.
throw.
But he bluffs the go, and he'll stay at second here with 1 away.
Up next for the Padres,
Digging in to try
the
it again.
shortstop,
Fernando Tatis
Fernando
Jr.
Tatis
2 walks in this one. Nice.
Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Boy, and he rips this
Stay
ball
fair.
down the
Damn
left
it, that
field
thing
line.
just kept hooking.
But he
That
just
was a
misses
hanging
extra
changeup
base.
right in the center of the fucking plate.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Hit sharply on the ground.
Get another
He's
changeup.
right there, and that's the second out.
Come on, fam. You're 0 for 10 in the damn
next
series.
for the Padres,
Runner in
the
scoring
left fielder,
position with Cigar.
Tommy
From the stretch.
Sand.
Good pitch there down
No
below
ball.
the zone.
One
Got
strike.
him to go after it.
And this offense is producing without my 3 or 4 hitter, depending on who's on the mound. Tommy Pham getting his first hit of the World Series, an RBI base hit.
Right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And they'll tack on
Yeah,
one
because at this
more
point
as
he's been
this is
hitless.
now a
It's 1 for
5-0
11.
game.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny
Here's Manny Machado,
Machado.
now. Bounce it to the left
Damn,
side.
Manny.
And the throw just
Damn,
misses
Manny.
him at the bag, so the side is retired.
Ladies
Padres
and
able to
gentlemen,
pick up
it's
one on
time
a couple
for the
of hits.
traditional
On down to the
7th
bottom
inning
of inning number 7. It's the
stretch.
Padres 5 and the Twins nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and digging
Leading
in
off
is the
for the
big-time
Twins,
power threat,
the
Miguel
first
Sano.
baseman,
It doesn't look
Miguel.
very promising so far in this
Ah,
one as we
no.
move into the later innings.
0-1.
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back
That's a
into this.
beautiful curveball.
Power curveball there, and he's in control 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal
fooled.
2 strikes on the inside half.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is
Now
definitive
batting,
bat
the
when you're getting
designated
those
hitter,
grabs you on the way back to the
Nelson
dugout to have a little chat about
Cruz.
your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point.
Ooh, that was a
Now
terrible
ball
slider.
pulled hard, but
That was
fouled off
right
the
in the heart of
left.
the plate.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And
Now
on
batting,
that,
left
he has to
fielder,
feel good about the way
Eddie
the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a
Rosario.
nasty looking pitch.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. And
Ball one.
That's a strike.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. 1-1.
We're playing 11.
Even though
1-1.
we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Ripped
That was
down
not
the
a
first
good
base
curveball.
line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 gets him looking
my
up
God.
around the letters.
Oh my God.
New inning set to get underway.
Leading off for the
Next to
Padres,
bat will be the first baseman,
the first baseman,
Eric Hosmer.
Eric.
And this is the guy for me. I think this is the
Shut
guy
the fuck
in
up.
clubhouse
Eric Hosmer's
that the guys
overrated.
truly
Before you say this guy is the guy for me, the total package, they gravitate to him. No, nobody
Now
gives a
batting.
fuck. He's
Number
overrated.
44.
He used to be
As a
good,
batter
not
right
great.
here, that's exactly the
And that's it.
pitch your eyes
He's
on.
not anymore.
You know he's known for a nasty
One
split.
ball.
He's
They
not
don't
worth the
let
contract that he
that
signed. The
one
only reason he got that
fly
much money was because
high.
Scott
The
Boras
batter
is his
did
agent.
exactly what he's supposed to.
That evens it up 1-1.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
2-1.
That's a
That's the ball.
strike.
5 runs, 7 hits.
Two balls,
No
one
errors in the
strike.
ball game for the Padres. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Rosario. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter
Here's
number
Brian
9.
Dozier now.
Second
Single
baseman.
homer run in his last
Brian
time up.
Dozier.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Did the Twins trade Dozier?
Yeah, that hard hit single right
Or was
there.
he?
That's
No, they definitely traded
Up
him.
next for the Padres,
He's looking locked in.
the catcher,
Sergio Romo takes the
Francisco
mound to try to get out of this
Mejia.
mess.
Ladies and gentlemen,
2 on with
your
only 1
attention
away.
please.
And a dive.
Now
He got
pitching
traded
for the
to. I'm
Twins.
trying to remember.
Number 54.
LA.
Sergio Romo.
Into the box now. Francisco Mejia pulled toward
Oh,
right
run. They're not
center
catching
field.
that.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second.
Second run probably
And
could
they're
have
not going to
scored.
get him as
Yeah,
he's
second
in
run
there to
would've scored.
score.
Whatever.
Just a great at bat there.
The
That
batter,
one-out double
number
gets a
10,
run across, and now they've
designated
got
hitter,
runners at second and
Jurickson
third, and are one
Profar.
solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. Throw a big
That's an out.
first for the
Profar and
second
RBI.
out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
Blown it out.
The center
Now
fielder,
back to
number
the top
2.
of the lineup, stepping
Trent.
in.
I mean,
Trent
then again, this
Grisham.
lineup has
His
2
last
innings
at
to
bat.
score 7 runs to tie it right
Nothing
now.
and nothing
I'm
pitch.
not entirely comfortable with that, with how good their lineup is. I know my pitching is really good, but still. If I go to anyone, it'll be Perdomo.
Man on third with 2 down.
If.
And a wild pitch there as this one's to the backstop.
Oh, they got me with
A
these.
play at the plate.
On the
and
tag, you're out.
recovery will be in time.
Damn. Alright, whatever.
In the overshift
Leading
here
off
now,
for the
pitch.
Twins, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball off the plate.
Oh,
So now flushed it, just pulled it a little
that scared me.
Now
Ball
a
2.
fastball awfully close, but he
2-2.
doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him
Oh my
out
God.
again.
What is that, his
I should
14th
say.
strikeout?
His third
15th,
punch
even
out
better.
of the game.
The third baseman, number 24, John
High fastball is in there.
Donaldson.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back.
Yeah,
You're not
sure
going
he
to
would.
see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm
No
sure he'd like
ball.
to have
2
that one
strikes.
back to take a swing at it.
And And
16.
Struck out again.
My God.
That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So here's Jake Cave to the plate.
Now batting. The center fielder. Jake.
His velo is not going down.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game,
considering where he is in the game, that's really solid.
I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's
considering where the velo is, that's also very good.
He's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another
zero
on the scoreboard.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men.
Damn, their number 9 hitter is really good. Their number 9 hitter is Eric Hosmer levels. So apparently this guy's the total package, not Jake Cave. Only difference is Jake Cave has better speed. I'd say that Jake Cave is a better player than Eric Hosmer based on what I'm seeing here, at least in game.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats.
He's in the
so
yellow.
The count holds at 2-2. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball.
What the fuck?
Your attention.
He's in the yellow, but I really want to kind of put him back out for the 9th.
Number 61. Cody Stashak.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first.
God, I wish this was in the National League, because then, like, if the number 9 spot came up, I'd pinch hit for him.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
Damn, I thought it was going to come down a little bit.
Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. In time to first.
He's out.
2 away.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now batting, Tommy Pham. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Yeah, his first hit in 11 at-bats in this entire series.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Liner towards second.
Hey, now all of a sudden he's 1 for 6.
In there for a 2-out
2
base
for 12.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado.
Ball
take
1.
A look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
And bring up Mr. Overrated one more time.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and
Now
not a double in the gap
the
or a
first
home
baseman,
run. Pitches
Eric
like that in a show get
Hosmer.
absolutely hammered.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now.
Love if we got a Keener and Dozier up both one more time, but
trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lined hard to center field.
Oh yeah, he's there.
And the 2-out threat.
Where's
will
Byron
not
Buxton
come to
at?
pass as the
I'm surprised he's not in the lineup.
now back to the leadoff
Mr.
spot in
Donaldson.
the Twins lineup.
Leading off for the Twins,
Lead things
the
off here in the
shortstop,
9th with his guys in
Jorge
danger of falling into a
Polanco.
very
Seems like a struggle.
escape 3-0 deficit. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to
Not the
0-2
best break
now.
there.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Scorched to third.
Ooh.
Machado has it.
We're lucky Machado's over
And
there.
there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, the right
Stepping
fielder,
in, Max
Max
Kepler. It was a walk
Kepler.
in his last trip.
Good one.
Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't
Ooh,
offer it.
terrible curve.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw on
Brian
the
Dozier, what a play!
They're now down to their final out.
the batter,
Stepping
number
into the
2,
box,
second baseman,
He's their last
Louis.
shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Oh,
as they
no.
look
yeah.
to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man,
1
they
ball,
just haven't
no
had
strike.
any answer for the great pitching.
That's pitch
so
number
far
100,
this
damn.
one. Boy, they've
Yeah.
been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen.
Playing
Drop
12,
a bunt,
1
get up
ball,
on the
2
plate,
strikes.
something.
Final strike for the Twins.
I need
Still
one more good
1-2
pitch from you,
fouls away.
Dinelson. One more. Make it count. What?
Well,
come on.
Of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys.
3 balls.
Are you fucking kidding me?
One free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now a ball
Fuck you,
lined
Luis
to the left
Arias.
side.
Who
But
the fuck
foul.
even are you?
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Thank you.
Strike 3 called to end it here, and
I think
with
Donaldson
that,
Lamet
this
just had
one
the
is
most
over.
the
Wow, not only
the
are
single
complete
greatest
games rare
performance
this day
in
and
a
age of Major
postseason,
Baseball, but a complete
like
game
for a
shutout,
starting pitcher.
This guy was in total command
Between his
from
3
the
starts.
first inning through the ninth, totally dominant in this one.
So the Padres
3-hit shutout.
are 1 win away from a sweep of this fall classic, guys.
Yeah, it's been totally one-sided so far, Matt. A bit more of the same, and they'll be raising the trophy. It's all working for this team right now.
And now what do you say for the Twins?
Well, here's the bad news. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a World Series. It's been done in the ALCS, so we know it's not impossible. But before they start entertaining miracles, they got to see if they can just win 1 game.
Okay, we're up 2-1 in Game 4. And up 3-0 in the series. Tommy Pham is coming to life all of a sudden. From 2 for 12 to now he's 4 for 14. If he can get a hit here, that goes to 5 for 15, and his average in this World Series goes up to 300. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a 333. It's 333.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's
he got a home run. 2 RBIs.
Riding in
Leading
once
off for the
again,
Padres,
Tommy Pham.
the left
Last
fielder,
time through was a base
Tommy
hit.
Pham.
Pitch
That's
taken
down, that's the
several
ball.
inches below the zone, in fact. Swing and a liner.
Nice.
And that's a
Tommy
base hit,
Pham all of
so
a sudden I
the
think
pressure's on to
might
open
be
up the
3rd
inning.
for MVP voting.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this
The
is
third
obviously
baseman,
one
number
of them.
13,
Another base hit.
Manny
Leading off for the boys.
Machado.
I
These
still
guys
think
have
Aquino
a
gets it.
monster
Dozier's
postseason.
creeping up though.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up.
Machado's creeping up too.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second. As
Yo,
there
it's a
are
big
2
at-bat
away
here.
now.
Now
Mr.
batting,
Overrated.
the first
Having a
baseman,
big series in the
Eric
postseason. It looks like
Hosmer.
to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Hey,
Like to me, I thought the corner infield of this team was overrated in general. Machado and Hosmer.
Any big
Machado
leaguers can have their
has
moment
proved to be
mid-May,
wrong in
but
this
to
run.
do it when it gets cold
He has been worth
outside
his money
means
in this run.
everything.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Cool. 3 little rinky-dink
No
singles.
sense
Well,
risking
Fans wasn't
anything
really.
here as the bases
But like
will
that
be
one just got
loaded.
past the outfielders.
Still
Machado's just got
nobody
over the
out.
first baseman's head.
Nice piece of hitting
Now
right
batting.
there. Looked like the
So
guy
did
was
Pham
full
to the third baseman.
Your attention, please.
But now Aquino's got the bases
Now
loaded.
pitching for the
Second to
Twins,
make sure that line drive
number
is down,
2,
but eventually does
Zach.
get to third base.
He can put this game out of reach right here.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And he's got a motion
ball.
for his bullpen here. He's gonna do it for the
One
starter
out.
tonight.
He's already got 3 home runs in the World
Lasting
Series. If he hits a
just
grand
5
slam here, he's
innings
got the MVP
Didn't
lockdown,
pitch
no,
all
no
that
matter what.
poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. This is hit high in the air out
I'll
toward
score a run
left
at least.
center. Is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third.
So
And
Aquino had an
Monday
RBI in at least
sacrifice
every
flies.
single
That'll
game
make
that we've
this a
played to this
3-1
point
game.
in the World Series. He's got at least 1 RBI per World Series
the
game.
batter number
Into the
9,
box.
second
Brian
baseman,
Dozier. He flew
Brian
out in his last step.
Dozier.
Here comes the first pitch. On a
There's
Taylor
inning
made
double
the
play
short
because that's my middle
6,
name.
4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is
We've
over.
got a 2-run lead now.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll start things out in the 6th.
Leading up for the Twins, the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez.
See the line from the 04 Red Sox, Nesson, like, I guess, documentary?
1-1.
Series film, whatever you want to call it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins.
1-2, the count.
Kevin Millar, I believe, is the one that said it. Talking about the 04 Cardinals offense being stifled in the World Series. And he said a quote like, "Oh, people say that the Cardinals bats went dead. No, the Cardinals bats weren't dead. They just ran into Kurt Schilling and Pedro Martinez. You know, two of the best to ever do it." I think the same could apply to this Twins lineup here. Second best offense on baseball, only my team. And oh, there's Byron Buxton. And you know, their lineup's been stifled, other than Game 1. Game 2, or was it Game 2? One of the games. I don't remember which.
Now batting.
But either way, like, you know, they ran into. Either way, they're down 3-0, and their offense has not been what it should have been, especially because mine has been. You know, they're not dead though. They ran into Jamison Tyone and Chris Paddock, and then Dinelson Lamet having the greatest postseason run ever for a starting pitcher, at least across 3 starts. You know, what Dinelson Lamet did this postseason is going to be remembered.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
And he was our number 3 guy.
1-2 is the count.
In hindsight, he should have been our number 1 guy. Tyone number 2, Paddock number 3. Not that Paddock's been bad, but he's lived up to his regular season numbers.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 37.
We put up 2 runs in the first. Nice.
Digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Damn, if there's no shift, that's a base hit.
That's it. Is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in the
designated hitter,
Jurickson. He was retired
Profile.
after popping out in his last at-bat. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Fielded cleanly.
I wonder what happens if I don't power swing there.
Now batting, the center fielder,
So stepping in, Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham really grew on me.
First pitch of
I'm
the
hoping that he
at-bat
can
on its
explode
way.
when I put him on beginner. Like, because he's got really great potential.
0-1.
And he already really did kind of explode in this run. If I remember correctly, his regular season numbers were pretty damn good. To the point where I was, oh, nice double too, by the way. To the point where I almost was going to replace him, and I'm glad I didn't. He was, it was him or Hosmer, whichever one I got an offer for, to replace a center fielder or a first baseman. I'm glad I didn't. Ooh, Tatis 2-run shot, and I think he just re-clinched 3rd in the MVP voting. Did that go into the top tank? It didn't look like it was going to.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows
second
you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else.
Yeah, there's the 333 average for the series.
Tommy Pham.
If he got that as a base hit, I'd say, oh my God, Tommy Pham might be in the top 3 for MVP for World Series. Now we got a 4-1 lead. Lucchesi.
Leading off for the Twins,
Sit down Pomeranz.
second
Sit down
baseman,
Strong.
Louis
I'm not
Arias.
even warm up Kirby Yates. Fuck him.
First delivery to him on the way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Like, to me, I can't justify having this guy hit 3rd. Especially against lefties. Good contact hitter, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. He's not a number 3 hitter to me. Number 3 hitter needs to be, if they're going to be a contact hitter, they need to have at least power like in the 60s, I'd say.
The third baseman,
He's like, I think 50 against righties, 44 against lefties. And even then, like, if they're going to be a contact hitter, it's got to be at least like 85.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this
That's
series.
the ball.
He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
When I play as the Twins, I can already tell you I don't think he's going to be hitting third for me.
1-2.
Watch, now that I've actually said it out loud, he's going to end up hitting third for me.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive
now
to me,
batting,
he hasn't
right
walked
fielder.
anyone either. He's just
Matt
pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Damn.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I keep forgetting that it's Sunday.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you
Not
can
that
see
days matter.
only the third
Now
hit.
batting,
He's given up
catcher,
the entire game, so
Mitch
he's still in total
Garver.
control.
What was that? Oh, the monument. People are absolute clowns on the Snap Map when you look at like stories on there. It's fucking like cringe hilarious.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. As he'll watch a sinker
No, that's
here
low.
that
Ball.
misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Short way to Dozier, and the side is retired.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now
so
pitching
for
for the Twins, number 54.
Ready to begin the 8th,
Sergio.
and that'll give way to the third baseman.
Bravo.
Manny Machado. Hit high and
If I
deep
power
out to
swung
left
that, that's
center
probably
field.
gone.
Buxton is going to get back and
Just
put
missed
this
that
one
one.
away on the warning track for the first
Up
out.
next for the Padres, the first baseman,
So one man gone
Eric.
for the Friars.
Still overrated to me. I don't
Half
give a
the
fuck.
game. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's set and the pitch. Popped up.
I mean, you get an 88-mile-an-hour fastball that's like high, but not like close to out of the zone high, and then you power swing it. Dudes with 40 power are gonna hit that out, but Eric Hosmer
Now
couldn't
batting,
because he's a piece of shit.
number 44.
Aristides Aquino.
And he's overrated.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is
Oh,
lifted high
fuck
in the
me.
air down the
How can you
right
be
field
late on
line.
a 79-mile-an-hour pitch? I'm disappointed
Kepler
in myself.
is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario.
All right, we're gonna go to the bullpen. We'll go to Emilio
Leading off
Gunn in the
for
bottom of
the
the
Twins,
8th.
Get that starter out
the
of
left
the game to
fielder.
this point.
Yeah,
Eddie.
he settled in early
Ball,
on the mound.
that's
down.
These
Rosario.
guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very
I never finished this story. I think I was going to say it earlier in one of my other runs, in my other streams for this run. But I like how I thought it was funny how in 2018 when the Red Sox won the World Series, Game 3 of the World Series went 18 innings, and we exhausted all of our resources when it came to pitchers, I believe, except for obviously like we didn't use it for sale, I believe, in Game 3. That would have been dumb. But you know, we used everyone that was available to us, except for one guy. Obviously, we went to Evaldi and he did his thing.
The first baseman,
But I remember cringing when I saw Heath Embry in there. I thought to myself, why is Heath Embry pitching in a World Series game? This is not right. That's dumb as fuck. We didn't use Drew Pomeranz. Tom didn't see a single inning in the World Series. I don't even know if he saw a single inning in the postseason. But we would have rather, Nathan Evaldi throw 97 pitches out of the bullpen than use Pomeranz.
That missed. That's the ball.
Which I agree with.
Lifetime against this pitcher. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Part of me almost wants to use Pomeranz for the last outs in the 9th because I think it would be a strikeout. So I think it would be hilarious to see him be the one that celebrates on the mound.
Your attention, please.
Because it's so
Now
awkward.
pitching for the Twins, number 61, Cody Stashak.
I wanted so badly for Dozier to hit a home run there, and I didn't power swing. We'll take a leadoff double, though.
He's in there.
Brian Dozier winning the World Series in Target Field.
Now batting.
Yeah.
The catcher.
Off the bat,
sounds right to some, 8 years ago.
Was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt. Some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders are going to be able to keep him at second.
Twins used up all their luck to get past the Yankees. Damn it.
Toward right center field. Buxton arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
All right. Last at bat, perhaps.
Digging
the
in,
center fielder, number 2.
Doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Hit to first. Donaldson's there. And he'll step on the
bottom of the 9th we go, looking to win a ring. I'm going to the best closer in baseball in 2020, Shane Green.
Leading off for the Twins.
Not a safe situation.
The center fielder, Byron.
That's an interesting move when you're down 4, even with Buxton's speed. I don't think I agree with that.
The designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Good luck trying to score 4 runs off of this guy. I don't think he's given up 4 runs all year.
Look for the next one.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Oh.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up in there, a base hit.
That might be the first hit he's given up all postseason.
Boy, this is just
I really don't remember.
Another really good hitter.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
Double play, Padres win the World Series.
The San Diego Padres
for the first time in franchise history.
For the first time in franchise history.
I'm so glad that Luis Arias made the last out, and it was a double play, because why the fuck is he your number 3 hitter?
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
Okay, I'm going to say it now. I would think World Series MVP is going to be Aquino. Postseason MVP, not the award that the game gives for postseason MVP, because that's LCS MVP. Holy shit, I didn't realize that they got married already. Anyways, World Series MVP is going to be Aquino. Postseason MVP will probably also be Aquino, maybe Machado. LCS MVP, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. But World Series champs for the Padres. I think the front office has to get an A+. Wow, I only got an A. We set the all-time win record, 117 wins, and then we won the World Series. So we won 129 games altogether. Take a look at the graph here. A little bit of a slow start, it looks like. I mean, not slow, but we hit a little skids, it seems. Looks like our biggest run was right around game 100 to game 120. Jeez, I'll have to look at the calendar. To me, this was probably one of my best runs, on a realistic scale. The kids all developed incredibly well. Guys like Tatis, Grisham, Mejia. We had Key, and then, you know, our stars shined as well, too, with, like, Pham, Machado, Tatis, Paddock. But also the trades, because I didn't make any, like, huge, like, on-paper trades. Like, I didn't trade for, like, for example, my Marlins run, I traded for Max Scherzer, Christian Yelich, and Sean Doolittle. You know, like, those are obviously great trades to have made because it's Max Scherzer, Christian Yelich, and Sean Doolittle. But, you know, those are a bit much. You know what I mean? And then for there, like, you're selling the farm for one of those guys, let alone Scherzer and Yelich. But this run here, I traded for Jameson Taillon, who was in the minors until I traded for him. Aristides Aquino, who was in the minors until I traded for him, and Shane Green. Which Shane Green isn't like a huge name on paper. Like, he's a good pitcher, don't get me wrong. But the thing with the Green trade is he was the best closer in baseball when I traded for him. I don't know if he ended up having the best numbers, and I don't remember when I traded for him. I want to say it was like mid-July. Because I know the last trade was Taillon, I believe. Aquino was the first one. Green was the second one. I think Taillon was the third one. Shane Green had a .80 ERA when I traded for him. But yeah, we'll take a look at the player boost. Manny Machado, that's a regular one. Taillon was the trade. Pham was a regular one. Aquino was a trade. Garrett Richards was a no-hitter, regular one. And Tatis was a regular one. So I had 6 player boosts. Taillon, Aquino, and Richards, the only one with 3. Pham, Machado with 2. And then Tatis had 1. We'll take a look at the stats. Starting with the pitchers in the postseason. Luis Perdomo. I didn't use Luis Perdomo. Damn, I thought I did. Oh, well. Because I like to try and use everyone at least once, for the most part. Sometimes I go against that rule, and this time wasn't going to be one of those. So I'm sad that I didn't use him. Zach Davies I used once. Pitched 2 innings. He got 3 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, no walks. Drew Pomeranz, I think I used him twice. Yeah, I used him twice. He pitched 4 innings, struck out 5 batters, gave up 2 hits, 1 run on a home run. Whatever. Kirby Yates I used twice. He struck out 4 guys in those 2 games, in those 2 innings. Got 2 holds, 2 hits, 1 run, a home run. Shane Green I used 5 times. He pitched 5 innings. He struck out 8. He got 4 saves. Did not give up any runs or walks, but he did give up 2 hits. Garrett Richards I used once for 2 innings. He struck out all 6. He got all 6 of his outs recorded were strikeouts, so that's cool. He gave up 2 hits, so he had an ERA 0 with a 1. Matt Strahm I used twice. I feel like I used him more than that, but I used him twice only for 3 innings. Struck out 3 batters, didn't walk anyone. He struck out 6 batters, sorry, didn't walk anyone. Gave up 1 hit. ERA 0 with .33. Emilio Pagan I used 3 times. Wow, it feels like I used him less than that. 3 times, 3 innings. No walks, 6 strikeouts, no hits, no runs. 0 ERA, 0 whip. And then we go to the starters for the most part. Joey Lucchesi had 2 starts. He went 1-0, pitched 13 innings, 2 walks, 14 strikeouts in 2 starts is pretty good. Both quality starts. He gave up 11 hits across 2 starts, so a whip of 1. 3 runs, 2 home runs. How many hits? 11. So he ended up having a whip of 1 and an ERA of 2.08 with 14 strikeouts. That's pretty solid. Craig Stammen, I don't know why he's all the way up here, but I used him 3 times. Across 3 innings, he struck out 5 guys. He didn't give up any runs, but he did give up 2 hits. So it is what it is. Dinelson Lamet. Dinelson Lamet, I think, had pretty much the greatest 25 innings a starter pitcher could ever have. In 3 starts, he went 2-0. I didn't think he gave up any runs. That's why I said that he had the greatest stretch of all time for a single postseason. But in 3 starts, he went 3-0. He walked 3 batters. He had 1 complete game shutout. I thought he had 2. He gave up 11 hits. Only 1 run, though, across 3 starts. So 1 run across 25 innings is an incredible run. And he struck out 43 guys. for an ERA of .36 and a WHIP of .56, which are both disgusting numbers. And I believe, again, the most strikeouts in a single postseason is 56. I'm going to look this up one more time. I do this often. Most strikeouts in a postseason. Go to Baseball Reference. Scroll on down to most strikeouts in a season. Yes. Curt Schilling had the most strikeouts in a single postseason at 56. Dinelson Lamet with his 43 strikeouts would be, depending on how you look at lists, either 7th or 3rd, because 5 guys are tied for 2nd with 47. The difference here is Dinelson Lamet had 43 strikeouts in 25 innings. So the lowest on this list was Mike Mussina in 29 innings, struck out 41. So the lowest for guys, because Curt Schilling had 56 strikeouts, but he did it in 48 and a third innings. The guys that had 47, the lowest there is Cliff Lee at 35 and 2/3 with 47. So strikeouts per 9, actually, let's look at that. Strikeouts per 9 in a single postseason, Chris Sale in 2018 was at 14.087 across 15 and a third innings pitched. Dinelson Lamet's strikeout per 9 was 15.48. So Dinelson Lamet had a new highest Ks per 9, and he did it in 25 innings, which would be the most on this list, other than Mike Mussina in 1997, which is, yeah, when he got, okay, cool. So yeah, Dinelson Lamet pretty much had like the greatest postseason for a starter pitcher ever. Chris Paddock had 3 starts. He went 2-0, 18 innings pitched. He walked 2 guys. He struck out 30. In those 3 starts, he gave up 15 hits, 7 runs, 4 of which were earned, 1 home run. Not bad. For an ERA of 2.0 and a WHIP of .94. I mean, that's actually really good. Who am I kidding? And then Jameson Taillon, actually, as if Dinelson Lamet wasn't already. I mean, Dinelson Lamet was better than Taillon, but Taillon was also like disgustingly great. In 3 starts, he went 2-0 and 22 innings pitched. I said that weird. He gave up 4 walks, 35 strikeouts, 16 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of which was earned on a solo shot, it seems. Or 1 home run, I should say. Good for an ERA of .41 and a WHIP of .91. So you want to talk about offenses being dead? No, you walked into Jameson Taillon and Dinelson Lamet, and then an honorable mention to Chris Paddock and Joey Lucchesi. Just numbers for how good they were. Looking at the offense, Juan Lagares didn't get a single at bat, Greg Garcia didn't get a single at bat, and Austin Hedges didn't get a single at bat. Jurickson Profar got 11 at bats, 2 hits, so an average of 182. But he did get an RBI, and he scored a run. So he was productive in one way or another. Will Myers was actually... Will Myers might be the LCS MVP. I don't know. He only had 24 at-bats, but he had 11 hits in those 24 at-bats. So his average was 458. He scored 8 runs. He had 1 home run and 7 RBIs. He also walked twice, so his OPS was 1.167. Like, Will Myers might be up there for postseason MVP despite the lack of at-bats. Trent Grisham had 31 at-bats, and in those 31 at-bats, he had 11 hits for a .355 average, scored 9 runs when he got on base, had 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a stolen base. Trent Grisham was pretty damn good. Aristides Aquino, I think, is going to end up being the postseason MVP, though, overall, because he had 46 at-bats, and in those 46 at-bats, he had 16 hits for a .348 average. And in those 16 hits, 6 of those were home runs. He had 12 RBIs, 8 runs scored, and a stolen base, OPS of 1.167. So I think Aristides Aquino takes the cake there. Brian Dozier was a nice surprise. In 43 at-bats, he had 11 hits, so only a .256 average, which is not bad for the postseason. But more importantly than that, he had 4 home runs in those 11 hits. 7 RBIs, 8 runs scored. Good for an OPS of .909, which is great. Francisco Mejia was kind of just there. I mean, his average was cool, but 41 at-bats, he had 12 hits. 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a .293 average, OPS of 789. He also walked twice. Eric Hosmer, to me, is Mr. Overrated himself, even if his average was there. In 41 at-bats, he had 15 hits, 366 average, 5 runs scored, not 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Good for an OPS of .821. Not bad. Manny Machado is the only one I think that could give Aquino a run for his money when it comes to postseason MVP. Because, yeah, Aquino had the home runs, but Manny Machado had the average. So Machado in 46 at-bats had 21 hits, which is insane for the postseason. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Good for an OPS of 1.240. That's unheard of. Tommy Pham is impressive to me because at one point he was 0 for 10 in the World Series. But in 46 at-bats, he had 15 hits for a 326 average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, a stolen base, 6 runs scored. Good for an OPS of .84. And then Fernando Tatis Jr. was also kind of just there, but at the same time, he wasn't entirely. In 47 at-bats, we had the most at-bats on the team by 1. He had 12 hits for a 255 average, 5 runs scored. We did go deep 3 times, had 7 RBIs, and stole 2 bases. Good for an OPS of .775. So overall, no one really stood out too much. I mean, Machado and Aquino obviously do the most out of anyone else, but and then to an extent Dozier, I guess. Like I said, no clear front runner though. We'll take a look at the regular season stats, starting with Luis Perdomo. Perdomo only 26 with B potential. I think he's gonna improve a little bit more. His overall can go up, but he got it up to 75. And he made a lot of appearances for me, actually. He wasn't bad, but that's really all I can say. In 52 appearances, he went 5 and 4. No saves, but a blown saves, 9 holds. 58 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 51. He used to be a starter, didn't he? Yeah, he started 29 games in 2017. Damn. And finally got relegated to the bullpen, which seems to be working for him. Struck out 51. A 3.68 ERA is alright. 1.33 whip, alright. Good for a WAR .7. You know, we'll take it. It's solid. Did he do anything offensively? No. Okay. Zach Davies got his overall up to 76. He's only 27, but he's only got C potential, so I don't see him really improving much beyond this. Did he play for another team? No. Yeah, Milwaukee. Okay. He got 4 hits at the dish, 2 RBIs. So cool. But as a starter, or as a pitcher, I should say, because he got moved out of the rotation. He made 36 appearances altogether, 19 starts, 13 and 3 with a save, even no blown saves and hold. 153 1/3 innings pitched. Solid chunk of runs given up. 123 strikeouts though is pretty good. 4.23 ERA is not the best. 1.33 WHIP is all right. Good for a WAR of 1.6. We'll take it. That's one thing I want to check. Perdomo. Not happy with his contract. Happy with his status, though, and likes the region. He's got 1 compatriot, but he's actually got 5. Zach Davies, morale. Was expecting to be depth, but my guess is a starting depth, not bullpen depth. Happy with his contract. Does not like his coaching at all. Wow. Surprised by that. Okay. Drew Pomeranz, the former starter turned bullpen arm. 31 years old with C potential. He got his overall up to 80, so Pomeranz went back to gold. He was gold at one point in his career, I'm sure. Got 1 hit, including an RBI. Wow, so Drew Pomeranz had 1 at-bat, got 1 hit, and scored a run. So his average was 1,000. On-base percentage was 1,000. Slugging was 1,000, so his OPS was 2,000. So that's funny. But as a pitcher, he had 55 appearances. He went 5 and 2 out of the bullpen, no saves, 33 blown, 6 holds, 54 1/3 innings pitched. ERA a little high, 68 strikeouts, a 4.14 ERA, 1.29 whips, all right though. Good for WAR .9. That contract is gross for him though. I would not want. I don't think he was worth the money. I mean, he wasn't bad per se, but you know. His stuff was actually better than I thought it would be. Those velocities a lot higher than I remember. Oh, and then his morale. He is happy with his role. Definitely likes his contract. And likes his individual performance. Wow. He's not exceeding league average. I don't know about that. Kirby Yates. Kirby Yates is a disappointment. That's all I can say. His overall went down to 89. He's still diamond with A potential, but he's 33. He's not going to get better. And don't get me wrong, his numbers are not terrible, but he's just not good for his overall. In 38 appearances, I had to take him out of the closer role. He had 2 losses, 18 saves, 2 blown saves, 11 holds, 33 and a third innings pitched. Didn't get used too much. 40 strikeouts, a 3.24 ERA, which is fine. Just that's not closer material to me. 1.02 WHIP is great. And a WAR of 0.7. Well, I mean, actually, as a closer, you maybe probably want that below 1. You'd like to see a lot more 1, 2, 3 innings, but on average, only giving up 1 hit or walk per inning is not bad. 0.7 WAR, sure, why not? Contract, yeah, I'd say he was still worth the money. Why not? Not happy with the fact that he got relegated from closer to bullpen. But yeah, overall, he's happy. Cool. Shane Green, I don't remember any numbers. I think he had 20 saves. When I picked him up, I know his ERA was 0.8. Shane Green's overall went up to 82. Did Kirby Yates do anything with the bat? I doubt it, but yeah, no appearances. So I know Shane Green's ERA was 0.8. When I traded for him, he ended up being incredible. Nothing offensively. In 52 appearances, he went 2-1 with 37 saves, 1 blown, 3 holds, 49 innings pitched. He only gave up 8 runs all year. Struck out 48. His ERA did go up to 1.47, but I know that it was like 0.6 or 0.4 even at one point. WHIP of 0.98. He was on pace, I'd say, to have Cy Young numbers. If his innings pitched got up to here, but his ERA stayed down where it was. 1.2 WAR, absolutely worth it. And that's the other thing. With these trades, when I traded for Aquino, Tyone, and Shane Green, I didn't really give up too many prospects. I gave up mostly B's and C's and a couple D's even. I kept my top 4 and then still had a couple of A's beyond that. Happy with his role, with his contract, not happy with the team coaching, but he's happy overall with everything else. He was amazing. I think he should have been diamond based on his numbers, but that's just me. Garrett Richards. Garrett Richards is so interesting to me because his attributes aren't really anything special. His overall went up to 82, so he went gold. And I had, a no-hitter with him, a one-hitter with him, and so I had 2 no-hitter opportunities and a perfect game opportunity. He did get 10 hits, including 2 doubles and 4 RBIs, so that's cool. As a pitcher, though, he had 34 appearances, 33 starts, so he came out of the bullpen once. He went 17-9. With 198 innings pitched, even 260 strikeouts is actually really high especially for him. So that's really good, actually. A 4.0 ERA is not where you want to see that for sure. You want that to be lower. 1.27 WHIP is not bad though. Good for WAR 5.4. And those strikeouts though, that strikeout stands out. So Garrett Richards actually was not bad. I'd say he was worth the money actually, because this is my number 5 starter. So to see my number 5 starter gold and have 260 strikeouts, yeah, sure, his ERA was not where you want it, but the rest is fine. Matt Strom over in the bullpen, B potential, he's only 28, so he's up to 78 overall. I could see him maybe hitting gold at this pace. He was good, he was solid. 53 appearances, he went 4-2 with a save, 7 holds, 53 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 62, 3.52 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. 1.1 WAR. Yeah, I'd say he's worth the money. He did all right. He's happy with his role, not happy with his contract, but he's overall happy. So cool. Yeah, I think his numbers were lower than that for the most part of the year. I couldn't remember though. Emilio Pagan, his overall went up to 79. I could see him going gold at some point too. He needs to work on that home run per 9. I mean, he got it up 6, so hopefully that keeps going up for his sake. Did Strom do anything offensively? No at-bats. Pagan, though, I don't know. He wasn't bad, but he started off shaky for me. He only had 25 appearances. I didn't like using him. 2-0, 2 saves, 2 blown, 15 holds, 24 innings pitched. Only 9 earned runs, 34 strikeouts, so a 3.38 ERA. Not bad. As a setup guy, though, you probably want that lower. WHIP of 0.92, though, was great. WAR of 0.2, happy with his contract for sure, worth the money. He's unhappy with his role, though. He's happy with being in the bullpen, but he definitely wants his contract to be higher and the coaching to be better. So his overall actually struggled because of that. He could have been gold already if not for the fact that he's unhappy. Joey Lucchesi. I'm going to just keep calling him Lucchesi because I like that better. And I believe that's what they called him last year. He's only 26. He's got B potential. He went up to 83 overall, so he's gold. And I could see him going diamond at this rate. Didn't do anything offensively. He had 9 hits, scored 8 runs, had 5 RBIs. Joey Lucchesi, not bad. As a pitcher, though, he was great. He was, mind you, this is my number 3 guy we're talking about here. So to have a number 3 starter with these numbers is insane. 32 starts, he went 17-6, 213 innings pitched. He struck out 228. He had a 2.75 ERA and a 106 WHIP. This is ace material. This is absolutely ace material. A WAR of 5.0. To have an ERA sub 3, a WHIP almost at just 1, and have 220 strikeouts more or plus, and the fact that he's only making that much money is insane. What a steal. He's got 2 more years of arbitration on top of that before he's eligible for free agency. So this kid's incredible year. He's obviously unhappy with his contract, but overall happy in general. He's expected to be a depth player, and he was ace material. He was expected to play at league average, and he exceeded that. By far exceeded that. Like I said, he really was ace material, numbers-wise. Craig Stammen, my last bullpen arm. I'd like them to change his picture because he hasn't been with the Nationals since 2015. But, and it's not like he's only played like 3 games with the Padres across, like in 4 years he's played over 200 games. You know, over 250 games, I think, at that. This is 149. It's 209. So 264 games he's played with the Padres across 4 years. Yeah, I checked that already. So offensively, he did have 2 at-bats, and he did get a hit and scored a run, so that's cool. Craig Stammen made 55 appearances. He was 5-2 with 2 saves, 2 blown saves, 11 holds, 66 innings pitched. He struck out 53, a 3.27 ERA, and a 1.15 WHIP. He wasn't even a setup guy. He was more of like a regular reliever, middle relief, 6th, 7th inning guy, 8th inning guy if we had a larger lead, 4 innings or so. 4 runs or so. So these are solid numbers for him. I'm happy with it. 0.3 WAR. Worth the contract? Yeah, I'd say so. He's ecstatic. Even though his overall went down to 73. It should be 69 because he's happy with his team role, loves his contract. Not so happy with the region, but he loves our performance both for himself and as a team. So Craig Stammen was solid for me. Now we go to these 3. Dinelson Lamet should have been my number 3 guy. Looking at his attributes and his overalls, 87, so he went diamond. He's 27 with B potential, so I think he has a chance to get better. He should have been my number 3 guy, but instead he was my number 4 guy, and he wasn't the best at that. 31 starts, went 18-4, 195 innings pitched. I mean, he wasn't bad. Let me rephrase that, because he still had 249 strikeouts. 4.06 ERA is a little bit high for where you want it, and a 1.31 WHIP is all right. With his stuff and his potential, I'd want him to be better than that. But I'm fine with this. This is my number 4 guy getting almost 250 strikeouts and having a 4.7 pitching WAR. Worth the money for sure. Not happy with his contract, but overall ecstatic. Yeah, so for sure, now we look at my ace. I think Chris Paddock's going to win the Cy Young. Did Lamet do anything with the bat? Did I look at that? He had 11 hits, 2 doubles, and even a home run, 3 RBIs. And a run scored. So Dinelson Lamet, not bad a year offensively. Chris Paddock. Chris Paddock is only 24, only got 2 years of service under his belt. He's got 8 potential. He's already 90 overall. So he's diamond, one of the better pitchers in the game. Like top 10 for sure. At least based on attribute overall. My guess is probably like Scherzer, Verlander, Cole, DeGrom, Sale. I'm trying to think of who else. I'm drawing a blank right now. Big blank for the most part. But regardless, Chris Paddock is definitely up there. In the top 10 for sure. Based on overall. And he absolutely, let's see, offensively, he had 72 at-bats, 9 hits, 3 runs, scored a double. He also had a home run, 5 RBIs, so I'm happy with that. Chris Paddock had 32 starts. He had 22-4 as a win-loss record. That's already Cy Young right there. 228 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 260. That's pretty good. Could be a little bit higher just because, you see guys like Chris Sale push 300 every now and again, including getting 300 that one time. But his ERA was 2.13, which is insane. A WHIP of just 1. 6.8 pitching WAR. Mind you, again, this kid's 24. He hasn't hit his prime yet, his peak yet. I mean, this could be his prime. This could be his peak. Who knows? But if I were to guess, he's going to improve for the next 2 to 3 years and then hit his peak at about 28, 29 and ride that peak for a little bit. So this is scary that he could be better than this. If he has this type of career for 10 years, let alone, like, I think he's going to go beyond 10 years of this, but we're looking at, I know it's very early, but we're looking at, you know, obviously the wins are a little high, but if he had another 10 years of this, he's got almost 300 wins. It's at 34. You know, pitchers usually can go until they're 37, 38 usually, if they're all-time greats. So if Chris Paddock were to continue this pace and then turn into an all-time great, we're looking at probably 300 wins by the time he retires. For sure, he's going to crack 3,000 strikeouts at this rate. Definitely get close, if not. And a lifetime ERA hovering around 3, if not lower. And then a career WAR of somewhere in the 70s, 80s. Like, that's fucked. Like, how good he could be. Definitely worth the contract. Loves his status. Doesn't like his contract, obviously. But I think he was worth the contract. Overall, he's happy. That's insane. And then, if anyone were to win Cy Young besides Chris Paddock, or give him a run for his money, it'd be Jameson Taillon. I know it won't be Taillon because he didn't start playing until July. If he did in the second half, if he played all year and he could have had a first half like his second half, I think Taillon takes Cy Young, actually. Only 27 with a potential 89 overall. I think he has a chance to still get a little bit better. He's diamond, though. I think he's going to improve a little bit more still. Offensively, he only had 20 at-bats, but he did get a hit, including a run scored. But pitching-wise, wrong button, there we go. He only had 11 starts. But in those 11 starts, he went 5-2, 77 2/3 innings pitched. And that's the thing, this was entirely with me, because he did not play a single inning in the majors before I traded for him. So, 90 strikeouts, 2.43 ERA, .98 WHIP. Gross numbers. 2.5 WAR. Worth the trade, worth the contract. Happy with his role, not happy with his contract, but overall happy in general. Insane to have these guys be your top two. And then follow it up with him. And then that's your number 4. And that's your number 5. Like, that's a scary rotation. And then to have the back end, to have the bullpen of guys like Green and Kirby Yates to an extent, and Pagan and Stammen. Like, ugh, this team was insane. Down to the position players. Juan Lagares. Didn't see his change in overall at all. Didn't really use him too much. 75 games. He had 207 plate appearances. 70 hits. I mean, that's not bad. 11 home runs, 37 RBIs. Those are, home runs-wise, career high, and then RBIs not too far below career high. 2 stolen bases, a 333 average. Like, he wasn't bad. He was good off the bench. Good for a WAR of 2.8. You know, this is replacement level, and I mean, his contract says otherwise, but he was replacement level. He was 71 overall as a bench player. He wanted a platoon, and he didn't get it, but he loves his contract, and I'd say he played above expectations. I'm happy with him. Greg Garcia, backup infielder. I think he was actually starting in the infield before I started Brian Dozier over him. Or no, Profar was. So Greg Garcia was a bench player through and through, too, as well. Didn't see a change in overall for him either at all. So 72 overall. 117 games played. Greg Garcia was actually really impressive. He got 89 hits. 6 home runs, 45 RBIs. Both of those are career highs. And a 318 average. I just remember him getting a lot of base hits. Good for a WAR of 2.0. Considering his contract, I'd say he's worth it. He likes his contract, doesn't like his role, doesn't like the coaching. Overall, he's just content. He's satisfied. I'm happy with him, though. I think he did fine. Austin Hedges. Hedges is an interesting one to me. He's a great fielder. Absolutely great fielder. One of the better fielding catchers. He's only 27 with beat potential, so he's overall in his 80s. So Austin Hedges went gold. But his hitting's just not there. He's got a little bit of pop against righties. He's got a little bit of pop, period, but a little bit more against righties. He needs to work on his hitting. I think he can stay gold at this rate, but it's going to be more fielding than anything else. He only played 30 games for me. He's my backup catcher for sure. Not even platooning. Just Mejia all around was better. He only had 101 at-bats. 24 hits, only 1 home run, 9 RBIs, 238 average, just very meh at the plate. .7 WAR, definitely a better fielder than hitter. Fielding percentage was 1,000 though, so that's great. No errors, a lot of putouts, a couple assists. That's nice. I'm guessing assists are strictly just caught stealings, right? Stolen base percentage, yeah, that's. I wonder if there's any specific stats for catchers here. No. It was good though. I'm happy with him. $3 million contract. I don't know about that. But he went gold. Like, I mean, that's a $3 million defensive contract. So actually, yeah, I'm fine with that. He wanted a platoon, so he wasn't happy with that. Overall, he's satisfied though. He went gold. I'm satisfied with him. Jurickson Profar. He started at second base start there. He could literally play any position. First, second, third, short, left, center, right. Just couldn't catch. And he's not bad. His overall went up to 72. He's only 27. I thought he was older than that. In the fielding department, in the speed. You know, he's not slow as a rock, but he's not gonna, you know, burn the Jets or anything like that. He's an interesting one to me because he's a decent hitter against lefties, good contact, and then against righties, he's got decent power. But to me, he just wasn't good enough to start over Brian Dozier. But so he did start for a little bit until I realized we had Dozier. And then he was my DH against righties, and then he was like my go-to pinch hitter. 79 games, 195 appearances, 56 hits, 12 home runs, 39 RBIs. That's all right. 287 average, 2 stolen bags. Yeah, that's all right. I'm fine with it. 2.7 WAR, worth the contract. I'll take it. He's angry. He wanted a platoon. He was on the bench. He does not like his contract. And he does not like the coaching. He was not happy at all with this team. Wow. Okay, so Profar is definitely walking in free agency. Will Myers. Will Myers is an interesting one for me because he's not bad in the speed department, and he's actually not bad in the fielding department. Better arm than I thought. Hitting is not really all there, except for lefties. He got power against lefties. He's only 29. I feel like he's older than that. His overall went up to 76, though. Only played 79 games. He started against lefties and then was my pinch hitter other than Profar. So he had 254 at-bats, 72 hits, 14 home runs, 53 RBIs. It's about as advertised for Will Myers. The average is the only thing that stands out for him. It's higher than usual for sure. 283, definitely satisfied with that. Good for a WAR of 2.2. He was a platoon for the most part. Or no, he was a platoon, not for the most part. He was a platoon. I don't know if that's worth the contract necessarily. He's definitely happy. Yeah, he's expecting a much lower contract because he's not playing to that level. But I'll take it. I'm happy with it. I wish I started him at first base against lefties instead of in right field, and then moved Aquino to center. That way Trent Grisham could have got more at-bats, but whatever. I'm satisfied with him. Speaking of Trent Grisham, his overall went up to 74. Now here's another one that I think could have huge, huge numbers, attribute-wise. He's 23 years old. He's got A potential, and he's only got 1 full year under his belt. Now this was his first full year. 74 overall, it went up. I think, and I mean, you look at some of the improvements he made. He was already a good fielder with great speed. Look at some of the improvements he made in the hitting department. His discipline went up 9. His vision went up 5. His clutch went up 3. His hitting, though, his contact against righties went up 10. Contact against lefties up 4. Power against righties went up 3. So he turned into a solid bat against righties. This is my leadoff guy, too, mind you. Power against lefties went up 4 as well. So everything went up a solid amount. And he's only 23 with A potential. So that's the thing. He's going to improve for another 4 years or so before he starts to hit the top of his potential. And I think that's going to be a high ceiling. I think he's going to turn into a very good hitter against righties and a decent hitter against lefties. Who's also a great fielder with good speed. He's going to be one of the all-around great talents in the game. At this pace, if this sim were to continue. So he's responsible for 124 games he started out in center field. 504 at-bats as a leadoff hitter. He had 147 hits. 23 home runs, 8 triples too, at great speed, 32 doubles, so 40 extra base hits there alone on top of the 23 home runs to make it 63 extra base hits. 23 home runs, 85 RBIs is really great. It's only 8 stolen bases. I'd like to see that be higher, but whatever. 292 averages. You'll take that. That's good. Good average. Good for a WAR of 5.7. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that, especially considering, you know, he's not going to be a free agent until 2025. So, he's happy. He doesn't like his contract anymore, but he was expected to be a depth player, and he's turned into a star. So, he's happy. Aristides Aquino, I know... Okay, first of all, he went up to gold, so that's impressive. His overall went up to 83. Decent fielder, great arm. I mean, is the best you can be arm-wise. Decent speed, too. Not bad in the speed department. His hitting went up. A solid amount. He turned into just an overall good hitter against righties. And then okay against lefties. And I think at 25 years old with B potential, I think he's got room to improve a little bit more. I think he can get that numbers against righties up for sure, and then against lefties, don't expect too much really, but maybe a little bit. And his fielding can improve too. I know everything that you're about to see numbers-wise for him was strictly with me as well, because he didn't play a single at-bat in the majors before I traded for him. So after the trade went down, he had a hair in my mouth. 115 games. He had 426 at-bats, 135 hits, 38 doubles, 5 triples. Wow, 24 home runs, 87 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. Why not? 317 average. I'm happy with this, big time. 3.7 WAR. Definitely worth the trade. Definitely worth the contract. Also not a free agent until 2025. That's the thing. I traded guys for guys that are ready now, still young. We got better and younger with these trades. Definitely worth the contract. He's ecstatic. He wanted to be. He was expecting to platoon. He's an everyday player. Not happy with his contract or the coaching. That's still overall ecstatic. I cannot get this like fuzz off my tongue. I think I got it. Yep. Okay. Cool. Brian Dozier. Dozier was a huge surprise for me. At 32 years old and 8 years in, he's got his overall up to 86. Dozier went diamond. Like he improved all around except for his speed. His speed went down one, but whatever. Good fielder. Good to great, actually, I'd say, with that arm strength and accuracy. The fielding's a little bit low itself, but overall, I'd say probably great. And he turned back the clock a little bit. Solid hitter. Against righties, not bad, but against lefties, definitely great. Not great, good. Definitely good. Definitely really good. Yeah. So he played 120 games. Back-to-back World Series champ. He won in 19 with the Nationals, won it in 20 here with the Padres. 120 games, 416 at-bats, 124 hits. 27 home runs, his most since his last year with the Twins. Or his last full year with the Twins. 27 home runs, 84 RBIs. 14 stolen bases, what the hell? 298 average. Good for a WAR at second base of 6.5. Damn. You know, I think Dozier is going to approach the Hall of Very Good. It depends how the next 3 years for him go. If he can crack 300 home runs, probably 1,500 hits, and a lifetime average above 250, hopefully, but that doesn't look like it'll happen. His career WAR will probably peter out somewhere in the high 40s. Maybe he hits 50. Yeah, I'd say he hits the Hall of Very Good at this pace. Not the Hall of Fame. I mean, I guess maybe it depends, but I highly doubt it. Definitely Hall of Very Good. If the next 3 years go along these same lines. Or if he continues to improve. We went diamond again. If he continues to improve, that's another issue. But okay, Francisco Mejia. Talk about improvement. This is another one who he's 24 years old with A potential. He's already 82 overall. His overall went up to 82. He's gold. I think this is going to be one of the best catchers in the game, because look at these fucking improvements. And he's going to improve more. Decent speed, decent fielder, turning into a great hitter though. Look at these improvements. Plus 13 to contact against righties, plus 6 to power to contact against lefties. Sorry, I'm looking at contact. Plus 3 to power against righties, plus 10 to power against lefties, plus 11 to vision, plus 15 to discipline, plus 3 to clutch, bunting, drag bunting, durability, fielding, arm strength, arm accuracy, and reaction, plus 2 to blocking, plus 2 to stealing. I think he's going to turn into an incredible... He's a switch hitter at that, too. He's a switch-hitting catcher with an incredible arm, who I think will get better as a fielder in general. He's already got decent speed. I think he's going to turn into an absolute force at the plate, though. He's going to demolish right-handed pitching, for sure. And then left-handed pitching, look out. Like, you're not going to be safe either. And look what he did this year. 140 games, 156 hits, 27 home runs, 107. This is my number 8 hitter. He was always the last guy to hit before the pitcher against righties and lefties. 27 home runs, 107 RBIs. My dad literally just mowed the lawn yesterday. What the fuck could he possibly be doing? 320 average. Good for a WAR of 8.8 at 24 years old. His contract, I can tell you he's not going to be happy with it. He's not a free agent until 2024, though. He's ecstatic. He was expecting a platoon. He's an everyday player. He's a star on top of that. He doesn't like his contract, but he loves the region. He's overall ecstatic. I would say Francisco Mejia is going to be a future MVP at this rate. Not MVP this year, although he got kind of close, I'd say. Not top 3. He probably got top 10, maybe. Eric Hosmer is the definition of overrated in my eyes. Somehow his overall went up, though, to 75. Like, he doesn't have speed. His fielding's all right. Like, it's not bad. It's not good. And his hitting's not really there. You know? Like, he can hit righties a little bit. He made improvements. But, like, I think he's on the decline now, too. Granted, he had improvements, but I think he's not going to get any better than this. He can't hit lefties for shit, either. He had a good year for me. It is a career year, though. He played all but 2 games. 620 at-bats. He had 34 home runs, which is a career high. Like, he's never had more than 30 home runs in his career. He never had more than 25. 112 RBIs, that's a career high. He has had 1 triple-digit RBI year. Came close last year. And then a 318 average, like, which is also his highest since KC, and only the second time he's gotten really above 300. In 2013 he did, but barely. So yeah, I think Eric Hosmer is overrated. Like, he's not terrible. He's not bad. 5.5 WAR. Like, I'm happy with this for him. This is definitely a great year. This is actually close to MVP numbers, for that matter. 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, 318 average. This year he was worth the money. I think going into this, though, like, you look at how he was on the Royals. I don't think at 27 he deserved this kind of money. He definitely should have gotten paid a good amount. Not that much. That's Scott Boras is doing right there. If this year right here, this 2020 line, where, like, he had a couple of those sprayed around in KC, and then maybe, like, he started playing to that level when he got signed. Yeah, this one season here is worth that money. I mean, you look at his expectations for his contract, $3.2 million. He's getting 18. It's fucked. He's actually only satisfied, though, because he doesn't like the region or the coaching. The rest he's fine with. Manny Machado, this is where we start getting MVP talks here. I think Machado's going to win the MVP. His overall went up to 96. At 27 years old, he's still got the A potential. Incredible fielder, and he improved in the hitting big time, especially against lefties. I wanted him to improve against righties a little bit more. He didn't, but that's fine, because he's still okay against righties. He absolutely annihilates lefties, though. So yeah, I think Manny Machado is going to get the MVP here. He played all but 10 games, 580 at-bats, almost had 200 hits. He had 43 home runs, which is a career high for Machado. 115 RBIs, also a career high. 338 average, a career high. Good for a WAR at third base of 9.4. So you throw in his fielding along with these numbers, and yeah, that's the other thing. To me, before this contract, I would say he deserves a large number. Don't get me wrong. I think he's deserving of a big contract. That big, though, for that long, no. Now, again, you look at this line here, though. This top line here, what he just did this year, definitely deserving of that contract now. But that's all what I've done. So I think it is what it is. But I think he's definitely going to win the MVP. 40 home runs. You got 40 plus home run year, 100 plus RBI year, and an average 338. Like, that's plus his fielding. I think he wins the MVP. He's actually just straight satisfied too. So I didn't realize he could play first base too. But wow. Tommy Pham, the offseason acquisition, got his overall up to 94 with a potential. He's 32 years old though, so I don't see him getting much better than this. Solid speed, solid fielding, solid hitting, just all around a solid player. He got his overall up to 94 though and went diamond. I wanted to see him improve against righties a little bit more than that, but he didn't. That's fine. I wanted to see him improve in the power department more than anything, but he didn't really. I mean, he did 11 points overall, so that's fine, I guess. I think Tommy Pham, I mean, his numbers say that he could be in the top 3 for MVP as well, though. My issue is I'm worried that they're going to give it to Chris Paddock, too. I think Chris Paddock has MVP numbers. 155 games, 186 hits, a lot of runs scored, a lot of doubles, 42 home runs, 119 RBIs. He had a 2020 year because he stole 20 bases, 323 average, OPS above 1, good for a WAR in left field of 9.2, worth the contract, absolutely. Not happy with the coaching, but overall happy with the team. Chance he comes back in the off season. Definitely, great year though. I'm happy with what he did. And then there's this guy here, the future of the franchise, the future of baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. got his overall up to 90 already. He's only 21. That's the fucked up part. Look at these improvements again. Plus 13 against power against lefties. Like, he's already a great hitter and a great fielder with great speed. This guy, I see him getting pretty much everything into the 90s. You know, the only thing I don't see improving is his speed. I don't think that, but that's fine. It's going to stay where it is, and it's already fine where it is. But his hitting is only going to get better. He's 21, and he's 90 overall. And you look what he did here. This was my leadoff guy for the most part. 155 games, 579 at bats, 168 hits, 35 home runs, 108 RBIs, only 13. See, I wish he could get the stolen bases up because he has the speed for it, but whatever. 290 average, good for a WAR at shortstop, 3.8. His contract, he's not a free agent until 2024. And that's the thing. You want to talk about guys that are going to get big contracts. I think he's going to deserve one. And in 2024, he's only going to be 25 years old when he's eligible for free agent, right? 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, it'll be 25 or 26, which is insane. He's actually only just satisfied. So that's the other thing. If the coaching were better on this team and he had a better contract, he'd be unreal because his overall would be even higher. Yeah, and looking at his numbers too, like if he can maintain this for his entire career, like around this area here, he's going to have a 15-year career at least. So we're talking well over 400 home runs, closer to 500. Like, hold on, we'll say on average, let's take a look at his average from these first 2 years. 35 plus 22 divided by 2. So he's averaging 28 and a half home runs, so I'll give him 29. 29 home runs across 15 more years is 435 on top of the 57 he already has, putting him at 492. That's on average. Expect him to be a little bit better than that, though. So really, he's going to have probably 500 home runs at this pace. 274 hits across 2 years is an average of... Oh, wait. I did that wrong. 274 divided by 2. So 137 hits. So again, on average, multiply that by 15. He's over 2,000 hits. But expect that to go up as well. So we're looking at probably closer to 22 or 2,300 hits. 161 RBIs across 2 years is 81. We're looking at, again, expect that to be higher, but somewhere around 1,200 RBIs. Somewhere, he's going to be in the 200 club with the stolen bases. New career average, you know, it's just like, it's insane what this kid has for the potential. And then just on WAR, we'll do that times 15. His WAR on average is going to be about 50. But again, expect that to be way higher because his other numbers are going to be way higher. I think this is obviously way too early to say, but I think he has Hall of Fame potential. You know, he's got to live up to that potential and then play at that level. But with all that being said, we're going to go continue in franchise. I think Machado wins the MVP for the regular season. Paddock might get it. Paddock definitely gets the Cy Young. World Series MVP is definitely Aquino. LCS MVP, I have no idea. Overall postseason MVP, I've already decided. I want to take a look at the calendar really quick. Take a look at our stretches, because I know we had, like, around game 100, a huge winning streak, I think. Here it is. Starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We had a 15-game win streak. Separated by 1 loss, and then we won 3 more. Then a loss, 3 more. Then a loss, and 5. We have 5 more. So, very winning. Postseason. We actually had a perfect postseason. I just realized we swept the entire postseason. Yeah, look at these kind of close games. Only by 4, by 1. That's a blowout. By 1, that's a blowout. 3, 1, 1, blowout, blowout, 4. You're like, yeah. So look at +4, +5, 12, 13, 19, 22, 23, 24, 32, 39, 43. So we outscored opponents by 43 overall. How long between the last game of the year and the wildcard game? It was Sunday the 27th. So where was the wildcard game? It was Wednesday. So Kershaw pitched 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we had 4 days rest. That was normal. Because I know Kershaw pitched the last game of the year against us. And then he pitched game 1 of the LDS. Okay. Take a look at the awards. Aristides Aquino, World Series MVP, as I expected. Machado won the LCS MVP. I'm kind of surprised by that because Aquino actually went off. He had 6 of his home runs. Wait, that doesn't make sense. He had 3 home runs in the World Series. That would mean that he had not. I don't understand this because this says that he had 6 home runs in the NLCS, but he had 6 home runs altogether. I don't get it. I don't get how this award works. We're on the AL side with Luis Arias. That's whatever. Silver Sluggers. I'll probably have some Silver Sluggers. Tommy Pham got one. Tatis got one. Let me make a look. Yeah, Pham deserved it more than Yelich, I'd say. Tatis deserved it more than anyone else. Machado finished 2nd at 3rd base. Ooh. Eugenio Suarez had himself a year. Wow. Holy shit. I thought Machado had a good year. Suarez beat him in every category. Wow, so I don't think Machado's going to win MVP. That's insane. I mean, the only reason that Machado might win is his fielding, but Suarez literally had a better year than him. Damn. That's crazy. Oops, wrong button. Hey, Devers won the Silver Slugger. That's cool. Hosmer won it at first base. I'm kind of surprised because of how overrated he is. I'm kind of surprised Freeman didn't get it. Freeman had a little bit of a higher average, only 1 less home run and 3 less RBIs. I don't know. Mejia got it at catcher. I think that's well deserved. Gold Gloves. Maybe a Gold Glove or 2 for me. Because I know Grisham had gold fielding. Machado did. Tatis did. So maybe. Pham finished 3rd in left field. Machado finished 3rd at 3rd base. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, maybe, but I'm not surprised I didn't. That's not a big deal. Hank Aaron Award went to Suarez, expected. Rookie of the Year, I didn't have any rookies. Reliever of the Year went to Shane Green, well, damn deserved. Roberto Ozuna actually was better than Shane Green, so that sucks because he's a fucking scumbag. Cy Young. Oh, batting title first. Batting title went to Suarez. So Suarez might have had a triple crown. Which is insane to think about because he won the batting title, and I didn't see anyone with more than 57 home runs. Anyone have more than 120 RBIs? Pham came 1 shy. Oh, no, that's assists. I have to go off this because it won't tell me if I look at the regular thing. Anyone have more than 120 RBIs or 57 home runs? Acuna tied in the RBIs. Ooh, Blackman had more. Never mind. So no triple crown for Suarez. And then most MVP went to Suarez. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think Paddock got a little bit robbed, but Paddock got the Cy Young at least. Donaldson Lamet finished 3rd. Wow. Yeah, DeGrom struck out more, but he just won it the last 2 years. The ERA is a huge difference, and then the 4 extra wins. So yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Suarez had damn near a triple crown, so I guess I can see him winning MVP over Machado, which is alright. Unless you want to make the argument of, well, it's, the most valuable player on the best teams. Like, if you want to use the argument that, how can you be an MVP for a team that didn't make the playoffs? But that's one thing. Okay, so that'll do it for here. So 2 things left before I cut this off. That's to look at who's next. I believe it's the St. Louis Cardinals. Yep, St. Louis Cardinals, as I'm starting to get through into the top 10 almost. I believe the Cardinals are ranked 11th. Yep. So one more team, and then I'm in the top 10, which is further than I made it last year, and I'm going strong. So the Cardinals. What am I looking forward to with the Cardinals? I hate the Cardinals, actually. They're one of my worst. They're one of my least favorite teams. I'd say they're in my top 3 for least favorite teams. I'd say Yankees are obviously number 1 as a Sox fan, but the Astros are pretty much tied now. But I'll say the Astros are still second. I'd put the Cardinals 3rd, probably the Giants 4th. If I had to round out my top 5 for least favorite teams. They used to be. I'd say the Nationals used to be there, not so much anymore. Maybe the Indians or the Rays. I don't really have a 5th, but that's what it is. I just gotta get through the Rays. Once I get through the Rays, I like the Cubs. The Cubs are hit or miss for me, but I like the Mets. I like the Braves. The Indians, I like to play with. The Twins, I'll probably like to play with because their offense. Nationals will be interesting. The Astros, and then those top 3 teams there. As much as I don't like them for the most part, they'll be fun to play with. So I just really need to get through these next 2. Cardinals, what am I looking forward to? Paul Goldschmidt, for sure. Sending Yadier Molina out with a ring, as much as I don't really care for Yadier Molina. It'll be cool for him. Same with Adam Wainwright. Jack Flaherty. McCollis, that other pitcher, I think his name is. Definitely going to need some bullpen help, I believe. And maybe a little extra help in the starting rotation. Actually, I don't even know about the starting rotation. Definitely going to need lineup help, actually. Their lineup's not that good. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then the absolute last thing, as always, I go to Diamond Dynasty. Open up any packs that I've gotten between the start and end of my Padres run, except for these ones down here. I can open this one, actually. Looks like a solid glove. Ooh, that's a solid cleat. Glove though. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these, so I'm gonna hang on to them. 4 live series Padres players, 2 bronze, 2 silver. Andres, I have no idea who that is. Drew Pomeranz, Joey Lucchesi, twice. 3 team affinity packs. That's McCullers Jr. I haven't really gotten like a good card out of opening these packs in a while. At least it feels like it. Trevor May's not bad. I feel like I haven't even gotten a gold card lately. I definitely haven't gotten a diamond since I went on a little shopping spree at one point. Tommy Malone still plays. Alright, 3 regular packs. Wow, I haven't had 3 regular packs in a while. I thought Sousa was supposed to be better than that. Dansby Swanson's alright. And nothing really. Alright. That'll do it. I'll probably start the Cardinals at some point today or tonight. It's only 3:30. Wow, it's earlier than I thought. But I'm going to cut this off for now.